turned on. Welcome everybody to my quarantine garage. I sent out an invite to as many people who wanted to join. It looks like there's some more people hopping on right now. We'll probably have a bunch of people joining here within the next couple of minutes. I wanted to say thank you to everybody who's decided to spend the 45 minutes of their Sunday with me. I know there's a lot of you who signed up who I haven't seen in a long time. So unfortunately, I don't get to see your faces, but you do get to see my face today. And some of you I used to coach many years ago. It's great to see that you guys signed up for the class today. Lots of new people as well. This is gonna hopefully be the first of a few quarantine workouts, but hopefully we don't have to do too many of these quarantine workouts. We're gonna start with a warm-up today. And then we're going to get into kind of some strength and balance and body weight exercises. And then we're going to do some stretching at the end. So it's going to be about a 5-minute warm up. And then we're going to get into the bulk of the exercises, which will be about 20 minutes, 25 minutes or so. And then we're going to do about 10 minutes of stretching at the end. Everybody can use a little bit more mobility, flexibility work. This isn't going to be a super challenging workout. There will be some pretty challenging exercises, and I will show you guys appropriate modifications. But I'm pretty sure everyone's going to be able to do most of these exercises. If there's something that you can't do, and I haven't offered you a modification, just try going a little bit slower, change the range of motion a little bit, maybe don't go as big into the range of motion. But that being said, you guys, let's go ahead and get started. It looks like right about here, everybody can see what I'm up to. You won't be able to see my hands above my head. Unfortunately, that's a little bit out of the frame, but we're not holding anything anyway, and we're not gonna have our hands up above our head anyway that often. So let's go ahead and get started, you guys. What I want you to do is just get a little bit of arm circles going backwards, okay? A few arm circles backwards, and then a few arm circles forward. What we're going to do here in the beginning is just try to warm everything up, okay? We're just trying to get some blood flow going. Go ahead and just give me some high knees out to the side. Your hands can be wherever you want up here, okay? They can be behind your head, up here for balance. You're just trying to kind of wake up your core a little bit. Okay, this isn't going to be a high impact exercise at all. This is going to be all very low impact. Most of these exercises that we're going to be doing today, I want you guys to try to do them slowly. Okay, the goal here with the balance, the strength, the coordination exercises is to be able to focus on specific muscle groups. Okay, maybe just a couple of muscle groups, and then there's some secondary muscle groups that are always helping out with balance and coordination. So we want to try to use the big primary muscle groups as much as we can, and the secondary muscle groups just help out. Go ahead and give me some marching, hands up right by your ears. Okay. You can see I have 2 yoga mats. I'm on the cold concrete floor of my garage, so I decided to get a couple of yoga mats out. You guys don't have to have a yoga mat if you don't want to. We're not going to use any equipment, so don't worry about it. Okay, let's go ahead and just fake jump rope. Pretend like you have a jump rope in your hands, and you don't even have to have your heels, your toes leaving the ground here. You can kind of just do a heel raise. I want to wake up those calves. Okay, we're just kind of faking the jump rope here. Want to get a little blood flow going. Okay, if you want to go a little bit higher, you can. Jump a little bit higher. But again, if we're just warming up. So the goal here is just to try to wake up all the muscles, wake up those neuromuscular junctions that allow us to fire the appropriate muscle groups. Okay, let's go ahead. I want you to balance on one knee. Okay. Sorry, balance on one foot, lift one knee up, and then you're going to also lift that toe up, right? Now, whatever leg is up, the opposite hand is up. It's almost like we're running. So as I kick this leg back, my other hand comes up. Okay. Try to exhale as that knee comes up. Alternating your hands here. Okay, we're gonna do 3 more, keep going. Just gonna change the angle of this screen a little bit so you guys can see a little bit better. Go, that's better. Okay. And let's go ahead and switch to the other side. So start by bringing that knee up first, pull the toe up, opposite hand comes up. So again, this is a balance exercise. This is going to be challenging for some of you. Some of you might say, oh, this is no problem, this is good. This is just a warm up anyway. Again, trying to wake up the muscles of the hips, the core, exhaling as you bring that knee up. Inhale back, exhale up. Let's do two more. Good, let's go ahead and go right into a squat stance, okay? And now with your squat stance, I want this to be pretty wide. So I don't want to see your squats here. This is all quadriceps if we do a squat like that. I want you to bring your feet a little bit wider, okay? Your toes are pointed out slightly external rotation, and your knees should be pointing the same direction. Now the goal here with this squat is to be able to drive your hips back first, okay? So we don't just drop down, we go back and then down into the squat. Okay, and you'll notice I only go as low as I can go here and squeeze the glutes on the way up, okay? We're trying to use your glutes here as much as we can. Quads too, but glutes definitely. Okay, drive the hips back. Now notice my tailbone doesn't tuck under like that, right? I'm not losing that flat back. You want to try to keep that flat back the whole time. So I drop the weight back and down. I come right back up, squeeze the glutes, drive the hips forward. Again, we're muscles as well, you guys. Squeeze, drive the hips forward. Okay, this is a slow movement. We're not doing these really fast because we're trying to engage the muscles of the hips as much as possible. Good, keep going. Let's do 5 more squats here. After this, we're going to go into the push-up position. 2 more. Good, okay. So let's go ahead and make our way down into the push-up position. Okay, we're going to have wide feet, really wide feet. Normally your feet would be here for the push-up position. But let's bring them wide. And I want your hands close. Okay, from here, we're trying to rotate open and keep our core engaged as we rotate open. Okay, so I'm feeling my side. I'm feeling my hips stay engaged here. Okay, go ahead and rotate open to the other side. Okay, keep alternating here, back and forth. And try not to let your hips sag down as you do this. You want to try to maintain the strength in your core. That's what's allowing your hips to stay up. And you should even feel your glutes engaging a little bit as we rotate open. That lower leg, you should feel that glute engaging. Alternate, keep alternating. For some of you who don't have a lot of upper body strength, I know this one can sometimes be challenging, along with the push-ups. Okay, let's do 1 more on each side. Then we're going to get back up onto our feet. Okay, go ahead and come back up onto your feet. And let's just do some nice light kind of jogging butt kicks. So we're waking up those hamstrings a little bit. Muscles right in the back of your legs. Just kick those heels up right towards your butt. Okay, good. Let's go ahead and do a lateral lunge. So I want your hands out to the side for balance here. And make sure you have enough room. We're going to step out to this side, okay? And it's a moderate step. It's not a really big step because when we step out to the side, again, we're starting with this knee up and the toe up. When we step out to the side, I step out far enough to where I can shift all of my body weight over the hip, knee, and the ankle. And I keep my torso tall. That's one of the main things about this exercise is you want to keep your body weight on your heel. Go ahead and push yourself up, just enough power to get right back up, and then we'll come right back down into this lateral lunge position. Okay? Again, slow movement. Let me show you from the side how far my hips are going back. So again, I drive my hips back and I get all my body weight onto this foot. The other foot should be really light on the ground. I drive up just enough to come up without falling over, okay? So again, we're still on this side. Shift the body weight, bring it right up. Like I said, it's gonna be a lot of balance today, you guys. Lots of balance work. We're not using any additional loads. We're not using any functional equipment. We're not using anything that would place a lot of extra stress or extra intensity on our bodies other than just body weight. And for most of us who are locked in our houses at this point, or at least close to being locked in your houses all day, every day, I'm trying to provide you with just a little bit of sanity, get you out feeling like you're around other people. In this case, hopefully, a coach you used to like to work with, or maybe a coach you currently work with right now. There's lots of people offering workouts right now. Take advantage of as many as you can. Make sure that you guys aren't stopping exercising just because the rest of the earth stops doing all their business. Okay, go ahead and bring it over to the other side. And then we're just going to do the same thing on the other side now. So arms out wide. Let's bring the knee up. Moderate step out to the side, shifting the body weight onto that foot. Okay. Drive it up. Again, remember, just enough power to drive your body up and bring the knee up. And also, the foot that you're stepping out with, it should be facing straight forward. So make sure that when you step out to the side, you're not stepping at an angle. Okay? Straight forward, you should feel it wrapping around the back side of your hips. If anybody you know me, which most of you do, you know that I've already started sweating. It only takes me about 2 minutes. Hopefully most of you are warm now and about at that sweating point as well. Feeling that tingling sensation come over your body right before you break a sweat. Let's do one more on this side. Good. Okay, we're going to come back down onto the floor. Okay, we're going to be in the push-up position. And what I want you to do in the push-up position, make sure that your hips in the push-up position aren't doing this and allowing all that pressure to go to your back. Keep your hips rolled under to where your core is engaged in the push-up position. Okay, so we're here. And then what I want you to do is to go right into a downward dog. All right, so you're sinking your body down, your torso comes down low, your heels drop down low. You should feel a stretch in your hamstrings. And then we'll bring it forward, back to the push-up position. Give me one push-up here. And then go right back to downward dog again. Another push-up. The push-up here is is optional, you guys. You don't have to do the push-up. If you're feeling strong and you want to add the push-up, even 2 push-ups, that's okay. But you totally don't have to do the push-up. It can just be a downward dog right now. Okay, come forward to the push-up position again. This time, you guys, we're going to do something slightly different. So in this push-up position, okay, same spot. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to bring our body all the way back as far as we can. A lot of my body weight now is on my feet. And then I want you to come forward back to the push-up position again. Okay, notice how my shoulders are way over my hands. I'm not back here in the push-up position. Okay, core is strong. Back is not sagging like this. Tuck the tailbone under. Keep the core strong the whole time. Drive the hips back again. And forward again. Good. Okay. Some of you may have noticed I'm wearing unusually long shorts today. I was trying some of these moves earlier, and the short shorts weren't quite appropriate for some of the camera angles. You're welcome. We got the regular shorts on today. Okay, let's do 2 more of these. Last one. Good, okay. So we're gonna be in the push-up position still. Only this time what I want you to do is we're gonna be kicking one leg through. It's kind of a break dance move. Some of you guys have probably done this move before. Okay, so what you wanna do is bend your knees and walk them forward. I'll kind of show you from an angle like that. All right, so you're here, and what we wanna do is kick one leg through. I don't let this butt touch the ground. I keep my butt off the ground, okay? So it's a lot of strength required. Pass back through, come back to this crouching position, and then we'll kick through the other side. Same thing here. Don't let your butt touch the ground. Come on back. Knees stay bent. Try not to walk yourself forward as you do this. Try to keep your feet in the same spot. Okay, keep alternating through. Another thing I want you to try to do, if you can, try not to lock out your elbow of the arm that's on the ground. Try to keep a slight bend in it. And you're forcing the muscles then to work harder. You're not allowing the joints to lock out and have all that pressure go to the joints. Nice, let's go ahead and do one more on each side here. We've now gotten out of the warm-up phase and we're into the balance, strength, coordination phase. Okay? Oops, one extra one there. Okay, go on down onto all fours, all right? I'm gonna go ahead and face this direction. We're gonna switch to another core exercise. I want your knees right underneath your hips, and I want your hands right underneath your shoulders. We're gonna do the opposite arm leg extension. So I'm gonna go ahead and kick my right foot back. I'm gonna reach my left hand forward, and then I'm gonna drive the elbow to the knee. Exhaling as I do that. Inhale, stretch it out. Exhale, drive the knee to elbow. I'll show you from the side real quick, keep going. Okay, so we're here. And so I'm trying to touch the elbow to the knee. And when I bring the leg forward, I'm trying to use my core as much as I can. I don't want you to create momentum and use the hips here. We want to try to use the hip flexors as little as possible. We want to try to engage the core as much as we can. So I'm always exhaling on the way forward here. And I'm trying to squeeze my core just a little bit more. We're staying on the same side. Let's go ahead and do 2 more, and then we'll switch to the other side. All right, good. Go ahead and switch to the other side. Same thing here, you guys, just opposite arm and leg. So go ahead and kick the leg back, reach the arm forward, exhale, drive the elbow to the knee. Again, when we're extending, trying to reach those fingertips as far forward as you can. Drive the elbow to the knee. When you kick back, you're trying to lead with that heel. Kick that heel back as far as you can. Feel the glutes engage a little bit. That leg that you kick back with, you should feel the butt cheeks engaging just a little bit as you extend all the way. Remember, inhale, and then exhale. Full inhale. Full exhale. For some of you, you're on quarantine day 1 or 2. For some of us, we've been on lockdown for about a week now. Who knows how much longer we could be in this. So I will be doing more workouts, you guys. I'll schedule some more for you guys. As long as we're in quarantine, I will be doing live workout for you guys. 2 more. Inhale, exhale. Last one. All right, good. Go ahead and come on back up to your feet. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take a really wide stance. a plie or a sumo squat stance, whichever you prefer to call it. But this is slightly wider than your regular squat stance. And what we want to try to do here with this stance is we want to try to make sure that our feet and our knees are externally rotated even more than the regular squat stance. See that? My regular squat stance would be here, and I would drive my hips back first. But now I'm rotating my legs wider, knees wider, trying to go as wide as I can here, external rotation, okay, torso tall, and then we drop low, okay, but I'm still trying to keep the knees wide, show you from the front angle. And when you get to the bottom of the range of motion, what you want is for your knees to be directly above your ankles. Okay, so we keep the torso up, we keep the hands pressed together here, we drop down low, knees are above ankles, you're starting to feel the inner thighs working, quadriceps, glutes in the back, okay? Come on back up, okay? Inhale. Exhale, bring it back down. Knees wide, we're holding this position at the bottom. Take a couple of breaths. This time, let's bring the arms down and all the way back up, clap at the top. Inhale. Exhale, bring it right back down again. This time at the bottom, what we're gonna do is lift our heels off the ground. So we're gonna go onto our toes. Go ahead and heels up. Some of you who have trained with me in the past know this exercise because I like it. And go ahead and drop your heels, bring the hands all the way down and up. Clap at the top. Let's do that same thing again. Inhale. Exhale, bring it down. Couple of breaths, nice and calm. Now go ahead and lift your heels again. Here we go, we're on the toes. Kind of hard to balance here, I know. You guys are doing great. And let's go down. Inhale. Exhale. Bring it down. Let's do two more like this, you guys. Okay, keeping the knees wide at the bottom, remember. Let's go ahead and lift the heels. We're up on the toes. Your legs should be shaking a little bit. That's okay. Totally normal. Bring it down. And last one. Dropping it down, really feeling those inner thighs, quadriceps. Try to keep the knees out to the sides here. Heels, lift those heels up. Still holding 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Heels down, arms come up. Go ahead and shake it out, you guys. Nice job, shake it out. We're gonna come back down onto the ground into the push-up position. This time from this push-up position, we're going to be doing a 3-legged downward dog, or otherwise known as a tripod. So we start by being in the push-up position here, and I'm gonna drive back how I normally would into a downward dog, except this time I bring one leg up high, and I kick that leg as high as I can. My leg that's on the ground, that heel is off the ground. I'm up on my toes, trying to get my foot as high up towards the ceiling as I can. And then I exhale, and I drive that knee forward all the way to the elbow here on that same side. And then I'm gonna kick that foot back, straight back, set the foot down, and then let's switch to the other side. So other foot comes up now, all the way up as high as you can. Inhale, exhale, drive the knee forward, all the way to the elbow as close as you can. Kick it back, and then let's switch to the other side again. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, drive the knee forward to outside elbow. See if you can hold it there for a second. Kick it back, other side. Now, when we're driving, switch again. When we're driving this knee forward, try not to use momentum. We're going slowly. I want you to use your core to drive that knee forward. And then kick back. Other side again. Inhale. Exhale, all the way forward. Kick it back. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, drive it forward. Kick back. Set that foot down. Set your knees on the ground. Come all the way back into a child's pose for a second. So from the side, looks like this. Okay, arms are out in front. Try to keep palms off the ground. Stay on your fingertips, okay? And keep your arms off the ground. Drop your head down. Let your knees come wide for a second here, and your feet are close together. And we're just gonna hold this position for a second. A little bit of a stretch. Okay, go ahead and stand back up, back on our feet. Okay, we're gonna go to a a curtsy next. So we're gonna have our arms out wide. And with this curtsy, kind of that same position that we started in before, except this time, instead of dropping out to the side for that lateral lunge, what we're gonna do is flare this knee out wide. You're really feeling the hips here engaged. Keep a slight bend in the knee of the down leg. And then I just want you to step behind, okay, not way back, just behind to the side, place the toe on the ground. You're gonna drop down low, feel it wrap around the hips right here, and then come out of it, keeping the knee wide. You're gonna turn the knee back forward to the front. Let's stay on this same leg and repeat that same exercise. Now, when you come up out of this curtsy, you should really feel like most of the work is being done here. Not a lot of weight on that foot. You're not really stepping off of that foot. You're trying to make the down leg do all of the work here, okay? Nice and slow and controlled. Feel the muscles of the hips engaging as you're making all of these moves. Nice job, nice and slow. It's okay if you're losing your balance here. This is not an easy exercise to do. If you feel like you've got the balance down and you want to bring your arms in here, that's fine as well. You can bring your arms in. It makes it a little bit more challenging to balance. Either way works, whichever you prefer. I like having the arms out for balance. Sometimes people say my shoulders get tired when I hold my arms out like that. So hey, that's all right. You're getting a little bit of a shoulder workout here as well, just by keeping those arms up. Your arms are up like, keep a slight bend in your elbow. Keep your palms facing down. Okay, you should be really feeling that hip, maybe even the arch of that foot a little bit. Forward. Okay, let's do one more on this leg and then we'll switch to the other side. Exhale as you bring it up. Okay, good. All right, let's switch to the other side. Go ahead and shake that foot out a little bit. The arch of the foot's cramping up. Do a few foot circles, okay? Let's go ahead and switch it over to the other side now, you guys. So same thing here on this side. We'll go one leg up, out to the side, drop back into the curtsy. Feel it wrap around the hip. Bring the knee wide as you come up, forward. So this rotation as well is somewhat challenging. Bringing this knee up to the side, rotating forward, and then externally rotating back. Lots of balance and coordination required. Fortunately, I'm not putting any load in your hands. No dumbbells, no kettlebells. This is all about body weight today. Exhale on the way up. It's kind of chilly in my garage. I'm not sure if you guys can see the steam coming off my head or not. I can see it every time I come back up. Keep that nice, calm breathing. Don't forget to breathe. Okay, let's do 3 more here. Good. 2 more. Nice. Remember to keep that slight bend in this knee here. Last one. Okay, ooh, lost my balance a little bit on that one. Okay, good. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and come down onto your back. So I want you to lay on your back. You're gonna have your feet out in front. We're gonna drive off of the hips here. Okay, I'm gonna show you sideways what it looks like. Hands are gonna be flat on the ground, okay? And feet are gonna be about hip width. We're gonna try to keep our toes off the ground, just placing our heels on the ground. You can let your head rest, that's fine. Let your head rest on the ground. I just have my head up so I can talk to you guys, okay? But palms are flat, and you're just gonna drive your hips up. Okay, rest your head on the ground, but feel like you're really working your glutes here. That's what this is about. Driving through with the glutes and the hamstrings. Okay, holding this position, and go ahead and drop back down slowly. Don't touch your butt to the ground. Get close, but don't touch. And now drive back up again. Exhaling on the way up. Again, driving your hips as high as you can, not allowing your toes to touch the ground. Keep your toes off the ground. We're driving off the heels. Drop back down, don't touch your butt. Come on back up again. Okay, keep that squeeze on the glutes. Back down, inhale. Exhale. Drive the hips up. If your knees are pointed out to the sides just slightly, you'll feel it wrap around the outside of your glutes a little. That's good. That's what we want. Drop it back down. Inhale. Exhale, drive it up. Inhale. Exhale. Let's get 4 more just like this, you guys. Inhale down. Trying to keep that butt off the ground, even when we drop our hips down here. We don't let it touch. Good, let's get 2 more just like this. Driving the hips up high. Make sure you've got those shoulders pulled back. 1 more. Drive it up high, hold the squeeze here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Go ahead and drop your hips down. And let's go ahead and stand back up, you guys. Come on back up onto your feet. Okay. We're going to do a reverse lunge. So I'll show you from the side. Again, this is the balance exercise, and we're going to add a twist to it. So we'll start with 1 leg up. So I've got my left leg up here. And as I step back, notice I'm just placing this foot on the ground. I'm not letting the heel sink back. I've got all my body weight still on the front leg here. Now I bend this rear knee and I bring it towards the ground. I don't let it touch. Now all the work is right here, hips and glutes. Arms are here. I'm gonna have you twist over the forward leg using your core. Come back to the middle and then step up out of that lunge. But notice as you step up out of the lunge, you're trying not to push off the rear foot. You're really trying to make this front leg do most of the work, keeping your body weight on the heel. Okay, and as you get the twist, as you drive up out of it, exhale. Notice I'm not pushing off that rear foot at all. So all of the work is done on this leg. And just the fact that we have to stay down low here for a second and add this extra additional twist to the movement, feeling the core, forces our muscles in our hips to work just a little bit more, holding that position at the bottom of the range of motion. Okay, here we go again. We're trying to also find that perfect distance. Okay? So as I step back, I'm trying to step back far enough, not too short, not too far, just that perfect distance to where when I drop down, I get about a 90-degree angle of flexion in both knees without letting that rear knee touch the ground. You should really be feeling the front leg doing a lot of work here. Remember, inhale on the way down, and then exhale on the way back up out of it. For this exercise, you'll probably need 2 breaths. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Now let's try to time that twist to where we wait for the twist until we get to the bottom of the range of motion. And then we come all the way back to the middle before we step up out of it. Let's get 2 more on this leg. And then we'll switch to the other leg. Okay, down, twist, get your breathing right. I'm not timing my breathing, I'm talking to you guys, so it's messing up my rhythm. Here we go. Down again. Twist, last one. Really drive off of this leg. Don't push off the rear leg. Bring the knee up high. All right, let's switch to the other leg, you guys. So same thing. I'm going to turn around just so when I twist, I'm facing you guys. All right, but it's going to be the same thing here. Now we've got the other leg coming up. Okay, extend, keeping the rear heel off the ground. Let's drop down into the lunge. Twist over the forward leg. Back to the middle. Okay, if you want to bring your hands up high for balance, when you come up, that's fine. But put your palms back together right as you drop back into the lunge. Really try to engage the core during the twist. Come on up out of it. Bring the arms wide if you want, like I said. For balance, keep a slight bend in this knee at all times. Even when you're at the top of the range of motion, I still want there to be just a slight bend in that knee. Try not to lock it out entirely. We want these muscles to stay engaged. Keeping that body weight on the front foot. Don't let it come way back here to the rear foot as you twist, okay? Keep it on that front leg. Okay, let's get 3 more on this leg. Nice, big, calm breaths. Good, last 2. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, last one. Back up, all the way back up. Good, go ahead and shake those legs out a little bit, shake it out. We're gonna be coming back down into the push-up position again. Okay, perfect. We're doing good on time, you guys. I wanna give you one more exercise and then we're gonna stretch it out a little bit, okay? Our meeting's gonna get cut short here, unfortunately, pretty soon. So we're gonna do one more exercise and then we're gonna get to the stretching, okay? So last exercise is going to be feet wide, hands close. What I want you to do is reach one arm forward, reach it out to the side, reach underneath and touch your opposite hip, and then set that arm back down on the ground, okay? Then go to the other side. Forward, side, hip, and back down, okay? Forward, side, hip, and back down. Now, keep going here. As we go through this exercise and some of the stretches, unfortunately, the meeting is probably going to get cut short at 40 minutes because that's all the time that they give us, okay, to have up to 100 people. But I will be doing more of these workouts, you guys. I'll be doing some more 40-minute workouts for you guys, maybe even more than once a week. We'll see. You can count on at least another one next week. Okay, and I'm going to start leading you through some stretches. If the meeting ends during the stretches, go ahead and just keep stretching for 5 to 10 minutes on your own, you guys. Go through whatever static stretches you know. Okay, last one here. Good. All right, let's go ahead and start with a sprinter's lunge for the stretching. Okay, so we want 1 foot forward. We're going to slide that other knee way back. Okay, so the goal here is to feel the stretch on the front of the leg and underneath. So I'm trying to sink my hips forward as much as I can. Keep this elbow on the knee, place your other hand on the ground. And you should feel that stretch right on the front of the leg here. Now I'll show you from the front. If you're here, you can also, from this position, get your leg to come out to the side and sink further into the stretch. It's up to you. You can stay here, feel the stretch a little bit more on the iliopsoas on the inside, or you can then let this leg roll out to the side, like so, and get that stretch in a slightly different position. Now stretches we're trying to hold for 20 to 30 seconds, ideally, okay? Let's go ahead and rock back to a hamstring stretch. We'll get that toe pointed straight up. You're gonna hinge at the hips. So from here, I look like this, and I'm gonna try to bring that opposite hand down to the ground, keeping my back flat. Try not to round your back like this, because that decreases the stretch. If you need to hang on to something to balance, go ahead and hang on to something. You should feel the stretch here. Okay, we're just doing this right side first, and then if we run out of time, you guys can do the left side. Okay, holding this stretch, feeling that hamstring stretch all the way down here. Come back up. You can put a slight bend in the knee, hinge at the hips again, and feel that stretch travel up a little bit higher. I like to hold on to this knee and try to pull my torso into it, and I feel that stretch go a little bit higher up where the hamstrings meet the glutes. Okay, let's go ahead and go into a pigeon pose. So that is knee bent, leg extended back, okay, from the front, like so. Okay, you can stay postured up, or we can come down onto your elbows, whichever you prefer there. If you feel that stretch here is enough, stay here. If you want to go a little deeper, you can point that hand opposite of the knee that's forward to that same direction as the knee and drop your torso down, and that will also increase this hip stretch, wrapping around your hip. Remember, we're going to do the same stretches on the other side, you guys. Same ones. If you didn't get a chance to check out my book yet, if you like the way I teach, you'll like the way I write as well. The Ultimate Heart Rate Training Guide is available. I know a bunch of you have purchased it already and been enjoying it. If you haven't had a chance to purchase it, I highly recommend it as an educational piece for especially those of you who are wearing a heart rate monitor, but for anybody who wants to learn more about exercise. Let's go ahead and switch to the other side. We're going to get the sprinter's lunge forward here. If you're interested in picking up my book, you can go to any one of my social media pages on Instagram or Facebook and check out the link. It'll take you directly to the publisher where you can purchase either the PDF version or the hard copy. I prefer the hard copy. Take it with you anywhere. Don't have to worry about technology. And hey, we're all stuck at home right now, so now's the time to focus on yourself. Now's the time to focus on education. Why not? Why not learn more while you have a little extra time? Why not better yourself? Why not try to be a better version of yourself? Let's go ahead. If you want to roll that leg out, you can. And let's go ahead, rock back to the hamstring stretch. Again, we might get cut off here very shortly. So I want to thank all of you for joining me today. I don't know exactly how many of you happen to jump on. I'll have to look after, but I know there was at least 30 or 40 that had signed up yesterday. So thank you all for joining me. I hope that I was able to walk you through some exercises that hopefully you hadn't done in a while. And if you had, well, it's always good to practice them again. It's probably nice for you to see a face that isn't one of the faces stuck inside of your house. I know we all get a little stir crazy. I'm used to working from home most of the time, but now I've got a bunch of other coworkers at home, younger and older. All right, let's go ahead and put a bend in that knee and then re-hinge at the hips. Try to get that stretch to go further up. Feeling that stretch a little bit higher up by the glutes. And then I want you to go ahead and take that pigeon pose. This is the last stretch we'll do here today. I think the next workout that I do probably include a little bit more stretching. What we'll do is probably 15 minutes or so of exercises, and we'll dedicate a little bit more time to the flexibility portion because I know a lot of you need extra help with that. So we'll get more mobility and flexibility for all of you. You want to reach that arm forward, go ahead. Drop that torso down. Holding this last stretch here. Once again, I wanted to thank all you guys for joining me with this workout today, our quarantine workout, the first of what will be a few, but we'll see how many total. Hopefully, we don't have to be stuck in this quarantine life for long. But if we do, I'm here for you guys. You can always reach out to me. You can always reach out on any social media, fitnessdeconstructed.com, any of my Instagram or Facebook accounts. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, everybody. Great to see you all.